Thanks for joining us, Coach. We appreciate it. First up is CL Brown. Go ahead, CL.
Hi, Roy. With a young team, I was wondering what challenges do you believe you face in getting them ready for the Syracuse zone in terms of, being patient and being able to pass the ball well against it?
Well, it is. I don't think you ever get comfortable, but you just realize how significant it is. You can't make the borderline passes. You can't make the soft, casual, careless passes or anything like that. So for freshmen, it's like hitting you in the mouth. And I do believe that it'll be a challenge for us. We can try to simulate it in practice, but we don't do a very good job because it's not who we are, not what we do. And Jimmy's always been adamant about enjoying it and liking it, and he should, because it causes other people a lot of trouble. And for us, particularly with starting sometimes two freshmen, or all the time, just I think every game this year we've started two freshmen at the guard spot. So that's been difficult for us to get ready for it.
And as a follow, how did you guys end up spending Saturday, since the Clemson game got postponed?
Well, it was crazy because we were going over the Clemson scouting report on Friday, and we're walking out to the court to do a little Clemson walkthrough, and then all of a sudden the message comes through, and so we just sort of tried to scramble and stopped working on Clemson walkthrough for sure, and just tried to do some things to make our own team a little bit better, and did the same thing on Saturday and Sunday's practices as well.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Brendan Marks, you are up next.
Just curious, we have heard so much about Kerwin's shooting abilities in the offseason. We had also heard he's a little bit quiet. I'm just curious, as his minutes have risen and his opportunities as well, how have you seen him sort of change and grow? And what are the things you're still sort of putting in his ear as far as that's concerned?
Well, not putting it in his ear. I mean, we're doing everything we can to get him to be more verbal, more vocal on the defensive end of the floor. And he is getting better defensively, but we really, to be a good defense player, you have to be very aggressive, very vocal, talk, do all those things. And that's just not his nature. But at the same time, it has to be there, or there's times that you can't be in a game. And so he's working on it, and he is getting better at it. But as a coach, you always want that to be at a faster pace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Adam Zagoria, go ahead.
Hi, Roy. I hope you're doing well.
Thank you, Adam.
Just wondering what you think about this trend of high school kids kind of enrolling mid-year in colleges this year. It seems like largely because of the pandemic. Wake Forest has a kid that enrolled in January. Maryland, Gonzaga, Oregon, a lot of schools, because I guess generally because the kids aren't able to play in their high schools during the pandemic. What do you think about that? And is it something Coach Bray suggested that could continue into the future after the pandemic?
Well, I don't know what would happen after the pandemic. I think what they're doing, in my own mind, thinking that what I would be thinking about is be so disappointed that I'm not going to have a high school basketball season. I would be more likely to do it to leave where I could go play basketball. I personally would never have the idea myself of leaving my high school team that I've played with forever and all the way through grade school or whatever, and leave my buddies to go do that. But I'm not the typical prospect out there now. But you can't play in high school, and if you really love to play basketball and want to see how your game's coming along and you have big time dreams about it, kids want to go play. I've got no problem with that. And, we don't have any, I don't even think we've had any discussions with somebody coming in the middle of the year or anything like that.
Thanks, my friend. Good luck.
Thank you, Ed.
Coach, thank you for the time today. We appreciate it. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys. And I again apologize for being late. Thank you.
No worries. No worries. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.